Oh, hey Steve, how you doing?
I'm very good. How are you today, Brian?
Good, thanks.
Yeah.
Let me just put the seat back here,
Yeah,
and we'll hop in.
Myself. Yeah.
All right, so we are in the Jeep Grand Cherokee TrackHawk. Can you tell me about this, Steve?
Well, it's our latest introduction out of the Jeep SRT line.
Okay.
It's a 707 horsepower, 6.2 supercharged Hemi, packaged into our Grand Cherokee SRT chassis and body.
Nice.
Yeah, makes for a great combination. We've beefed up the driveline. We've put all the right stuff in it to get all that power to the ground.
Excellent. Well, let's start it up and see what this bad boy sounds like. Ooh. So as a supercharged engine, there's nothing to deal with like turbo lag or any of that. So we're pretty much on our own here with how we can drive this. But there are different modes for this, correct?
Yes, yes.
So let's just go over the modes real quick, because that's what I did in the Durango SRT right there.
Yeah, here, let's get our radio on. Maybe.
There you
There we go. So we have down here a mode selection screen or control for the screen. The car always defaults into the auto mode.
Okay.
It sets it up with a very comfortable bias for torque to the front rear axles. Mm-hmm. It enables a set, and you can configure some of the settings for that. We can take you into that if you like as well. Okay. We've got a couple on the progressive side. We've got a sport mode. Okay. Starts to send a little bit more power to the rear axle, pulling a little bit from the front. It opens up some of the yaw authority of the car, so you can get the back end out a little bit more.
Nice.
In a controlled fashion.
Mm-hmm.
The stability control is still on in that mode, and then we can go to full track. Transmission shifting improved. Everything is quicker in sport mode. Your steering starts to tighten up a little bit. Okay. And then when you get into track mode, we've got everything set. We've got a 70% bias to the rear. Mm-hmm. We've unleashed all of the yaw authority of the car. Okay. Transmission is shifting in 160 milliseconds. Wow. They're not comfortable shifts. They're purpose-built abrupt shifts. Yeah. But nothing will put your smile on your face like feeling this thing go. We've beefed up the transmission. It's an HP 95 transmission, so it's a little bit larger torque capacity engine. The transfer case has all been redesigned, wider change, forged sprockets, all kinds of things. Excellent. Special alloy half shafts. Prop shafts are larger diameter, thicker things. Everything's been done to handle the increased amount of torque going down to the ground. Great.
Well, yeah. We're at Eagles Canyon Raceway here in Texas, and we're going to drive this around the track. We don't have helmets, so we're not going to go ballistic, but we are going to show you what this thing can do just in moderate driving, basically. Yeah, moderate track driving. And you get to hear it, so that's the best part. So I'm just going to have you hold this real quick, Steve.
Sure can.
I'll put this seatbelt on here. We'll just roll up to the checkpoint and got my window down here. Clear, we're good to go. Let me hold that for a second. Yep. I'm gonna have to roll your window up so get the wind down. Yep. So now in general, like I'm used to Jeep Grand Cherokees that have air suspension, so that'd be like the Summit and the Overland. Yeah, yeah. But this one does not have the air suspension. This does not. It has an active damping system in it that allows you to achieve a little bit softer ride when you're on, when you're in an auto mode or in a comfortable going to drop the kids off at school kind of mode. Okay. But then as you start to increase the amount of power that you put to the ground and the aggressiveness, if you will, of the nature of the car, it firms those dampers up until they're in a very firm position. So the price on this is pretty much like $100,000, right? It's about $86,000 on the engineering side, we say. It's, and then with options, it can get up to that point. Okay. Wow, a lot for a Grand Cherokee. Yet when you look at the competitive segment that it's in, going against a Porsche Cayenne Turbo S, $161,000, we're a lot of value. Well, yeah, 707 horsepower. A lot of, the smile factor is very high. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just check this. They're gonna badge me in here to the track.
This is my best side.
That's your best side? Yeah. Got it.
You sign a waiver? Yeah. Good and better. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go up here because this is kind of loose gravel kind of stuff. All right, we're not going to do launch control. We're just going to put the foot down and just kind of accelerate up the hill, kind of give you guys an idea of what it's like.
Yeah, under full acceleration, we develop 1.4 Gs.
Wow.
Longitudinal, which your body's not used to that. Yeah,
no,
it kind of scrambles the things up a little bit inside.
Okay.
But it's a fun scramble.
Yeah. So track mode, ready?
Yep. Oh! You hear those transmission just banging through those shifts.
Wow.
Then when you jump on the brakes, 6 piston Brembos up front, 400mm calipers. It's rotors. It's purpose built. Can launch you, can control you, can stop you.
Wow, you can hear the supercharger now.
Yeah, as you come into the brakes, you'll hear our rev matching on the transmission. It's setting up itself for the next shift. You know, you can do this all day long, and then you can tow 7,200 pounds of a trailer to take anything home that you brought. It's you know, being in Michigan, I've been driving one for about 6 or 7 months now, and it's a true Jeep in the snow. It's just so much fun in snow.
You've been daily driving it?
Yeah, I've been daily driving. I've got about 23,000 on mine right now.
Wow.
And it's just so much fun. It's so drivable. It can be very behaved when you want it to be, and then it can just be outrageous when you want to get on the throttle.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling I'm a lousy photographer. We'll see how this turns out. No,
you can use your arm on the armrest to support a little bit more. We got the gimbal, but you know what? This is the real world experience there for some of these YouTubers. Better you holding it than me.
There you go. Yeah. You got a job to do.
Yeah.
Get everything out of this thing that you can.
I love this corner here.
Yeah.
The power is just there all the time.
Nice little slide out on there. That was awesome.
Yeah, if we had helmets, we'd go a little bit crazier with this. Not crazy, a little bit more refined. How about that?
There you go. Refined as smooth as fast. That's what they say.
Yes. And we're not doing track time. You know, we're not doing anything other than evaluating these vehicles. And let me just have that camera for a second. Let me show you which category for Texas Auto Riders this TrackHawk is in. 1 second. Supercar. Do you think this is a supercar? I do. Leave a comment below. Please be sure to like, share this with your friends on Twitter and Facebook, and of course through YouTube. Send the link to all your friends, because this is, I would consider this a rare opportunity for someone like me even. You know, like to be able to get one of these on a track and do it.
Yeah, not,
you know, like you wouldn't do this on the public roads, obviously.
No.
But you could drive it daily, and then you can come to a track like this on your weekends, because in Texas we have these motor clubs like this, and you can just vent.
It's track worthy. We kid around that it's the only one that you can tow your race car to the track, then you can beat your race car on the track, and then tow your race car back home from the track.
That's pretty cool. Well, thank you very much, Steve.
Hey, been my pleasure.
Awesome. And
glad you enjoyed it.
We're gonna do the Hellcat, the Challenger Hellcat wide body, pretty soon. This was just something that I had to do. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.